Thanks, Brittany. And thanks for the warm welcome to Birmingham, not only personally, but for Integrate, the company. We're headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona. We're about 250 people, and we're in the demand orchestration or demand marketing space. How many people know what demand marketing is? 3 people, awesome. Okay, so this is where you want to run programs and campaigns to generate a demand for your product. And you want to generate customer leads that will come and purchase your product. So at Integrate, we take all of your demand marketing functions and consolidate them onto a single platform that enables you to create, run, and manage these campaigns. We think of it as creating a home base for you to leverage this technology in capturing more lead data. We then take that customer lead data and we make sure it's globally compliant. Everyone here has heard of GDPR and the fines that come along with it. 5% of global annual revenue is painful. So we make sure that that data is compliant, clean, and intelligent before piping it into your existing CRM and marketing automation systems. It's pretty cool stuff. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and we aim to make marketers' lives easier by getting that data clean and intelligent and compliant into your systems. So let's take a look at what we call a marketing funnel. And it's broken into 3 pieces. At the top is customer lead data, potential customers that you're seeking. In the middle are marketing automation systems. We also call this the journey to purchase. How do we get a customer to purchase the product? And at the bottom, we have the CRM. And if we start at the bottom of this funnel with CRM, think back 20 years ago. The customer record was really fragmented. It was in spreadsheets, it was on sticky notes, it was in Notepad and written on your hand, and departments weren't talking to each other. And companies like Salesforce and Microsoft with Dynamics came along, and well, we know what Salesforce is doing now. They've kind of taken over the CRM portion of the industry. Now, let's move up to the middle of this funnel and think back just 10 years ago to the journey to purchase and these marketing automation systems. And again, it was a highly fragmented space. And companies like Marketo and Eloqua came along and they solved this problem as well. So this brings us to the final frontier of the marketing journey, and it's the top of the funnel, and it's generating customer lead data. And this is what it looks like. This is actually what it looks like. Tens of thousands of disparate systems and programs and companies trying to solve for this problem. So here we are at Integrate, and we're solving this problem. Across the top, we've got a suite of 7 products with deep native API integrations with social channels like Facebook and LinkedIn, and also web forms. So when customers come and fill out a form on your website, that lead data is piped directly into your CRM and marketing automation systems. We field map so that you don't have to do any manual data entry. And we've also got a really cool event solution. We recently acquired a 50-person company, London-based Accrue. And if you've ever been to an event, you're at an event today, there were no badge scanners, but at some events, when you come in, you have your badge, you may walk up and engage and talk with somebody. They scan your badge so that they get your data and they know who you are and they can follow up with you. It's antiquated hardware, it's proprietary, it's expensive. We have an app that'll run on any smart device where you can scan this, and in real time, when you're having an interaction with a customer, it'll pipe that data through our proprietary system, make sure that it's globally compliant, clean, secure, intelligent, augmented, and into your CRM system so you can follow up. So here we are solving this problem at the top of the marketing funnel and having good success. We've doubled our revenue over the last 5 years, and we aim to do so again this year. But we need talent to accelerate against this effort. And I spent a decade at GoDaddy traveling the world, working for the world's largest hosting company. And I've hired engineers in all the way from the south of India in Bangalore to a team in Europe to Belarus to each coast in the United States, in Phoenix where we're headquartered, and in Denver in the great state of Colorado where I hail from. And it's hard. Wherever Amazon is, wherever Microsoft is, wherever GoDaddy is, it's a saturated market. And those companies aren't in Birmingham. And so Birmingham has come up with a program called Birmingham Pound, which you heard talked about a little bit earlier, with backing from an investor named Chris Moody, who works for a VC fund called Foundry, run out of Boulder, and Brittany and Joanne from Shipped, under the Shipped umbrella, are doing an amazing job partnering with the state, with the county, with the city, with public and private sectors to welcome and embrace and get the word out about what's happening in Birmingham. So Integrate has decided to come to Birmingham, and thank you for welcoming us. As Brittany mentioned, we're opening an office in the Innovation Depot space next week, and I'd like to spend some time talking to you about that journey to Birmingham. So as I mentioned, I've hired 200 or 300 engineers across the world. And I came to Birmingham on this tour where we went to the Innovation Depot, the Department of Economic Development. We toured UAB and checked out the emerging food scene that's happening in Birmingham. Like, chicken and waffles does not happen in Colorado. Especially like the bacon mixed in the batter, and it's a life-changing experience. So that's not really what brought me back to Birmingham. I went back to Denver and I thought, anything that sounds too good to be true sounds too good to be true. And oh my gosh, people are welcoming me with open arms. Like, this does not happen in India, in Europe, on the West Coast, on the East Coast. And I did some due diligence and looked at some real data and saw that there's beyond reasonable cost of living in Birmingham, and that there is a very educated workforce here that's smart and intelligent and has grit. The people in this city have proven over the decades that they have the passion and the perseverance to put their shoulder into something for the long haul. And that was really appealing to me. So I made a pitch to our financial backers. Hey, we should enter the Birmingham market. It's low barrier of entry with Innovation Depot and some of the other co-working spaces, and decided to land in Birmingham. So we're opening an office next week. Talk a little bit about the journey. I visited in April. We started recruiting in the May-June timeframe. And in July, we hired our first manager of engineering. You can see Jason Payne's face. He's out here in the, big clap for Jason for joining us. We also have Steven Stuckey in the crowd today. He's an engineer that's joined us. And we have another engineer that's starting in another week. So, wow. If you think back to the spring, and in 2 to 3 short months, we opened an office, we hired 3 highly compensated software professionals, and we're going to hire 3 more. You can't do this in other cities around the nation. So I'll leave you with this. I don't know Birmingham. I've been here twice. I've been here a total of 4 days. And I can tell you that this is a city of movement and of movements. And if you're not paying attention right now to the movement that's happening in Birmingham, to the flywheel that is catching, to the companies that want to be here and be part of this amazing, embracing community, if you're not paying attention to that, please just know the rest of the nation is paying attention. And congratulations to all of you for helping that flywheel catch. Thank you.